Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and in this video, these are my ninja moves. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is an animated movie, straight to video. It is available now on digital platforms, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. But it's an animated movie that pairs Batman with the Ninja Turtles. And I have been pumped about this release ever since it was first announced. I tweeted about it from the Cereal at Midnight Twitter account. I've been so excited about this, but also, in all honesty, cautiously optimistic. Because, let's be honest, Batman and the Ninja Turtles, they share similarities. They both fight crime from the shadows, but there's also a big gap in approach there, right? This is like the Nickelodeon. This is a DC Nickelodeon crossover. So, I was wondering, will they be able to balance that line? And they totally do. That's the great thing. I'm not going to spoil this movie for you guys, though I am going to throw a ton of screen caps at you because this is a gorgeous movie and it's beautiful. There's so many frames and scenes in this movie that look like still frames or comic book art that I would love on a poster. You know, you just want to hang it up on the wall or get like an art book or something like that. Hey guys, can we get a Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles art book? I would buy that. I would support that. But here's what you realize when you watch the movie is that Batman, the Ninja Turtles originally, of course, were created in the early to mid 80s as kind of a parody, kind of a send-up of that gritty Frank Miller style, the Daredevil comics of the time with the ninja, with the hand. And so they don't come from, like Batman, they do blend. They blend fairly well when the Turtles are played straight. You know, when they put the masks on and there's no pupils in their eyes. That's super comic book superhero stuff right there. But then what allows us to have more fun with it is that Nickelodeon take where, you know, Michelangelo is the party dude. Like all the personalities really come through. And here's the thing. It goes from hyper violent. I mean, like, seriously violent. Like, there are body parts that come off. I mean, it is crazy violent at times. But then also, like, laugh out loud funny. Like, this movie made me laugh out loud. I don't mean, like, you know, you're like, LOL, when you're not really LOLing. I mean, it made me laugh out loud. And it's usually Michelangelo that made that happen. But it's just a really cool blending of these two different universes. Without, again, this is not a spoiler review. So I just say, like, the Turtles end up in Gotham, so it does take place in Gotham City, and that allows for some perspective on Gotham from an outside source. So, like, you know, why are all these blimps around? What are they for? And it also allows us to see the Bat family from an outside view, give us some character arc with Batman himself because he's meeting these characters for the first time. Listen, I know Batman has met the Ninja Turtles in comics, but it's never been done, as far as I know, it's never been done in an animated film or in any sort of a movie or anything like that. And it just works so well. Members of the Bat family are represented. So we have Batgirl here. We have Robin. Seems to be the Damian Robin. So it's the more recent. I say recent. It's like the last 10 years, right? It's not that recent. But it's the latest incarnation. It's not your Tim Drake or your Dick Grayson Robin. And so it really plays well and respects both universes. That was my thing. That's always my thing, is like, if we do things like this, are we respecting each individual source material? Are we having to bend them to fit them, you know, push square pegs through round holes? And there's none of that. It works like a charm. I will say the fight choreography is magnifique, you guys. It is wonderful. They said, so in the special features, there's not a ton of special features, but in the documentaries, there's a specific documentary about the fight choreography, the inspiration for, yeah, they have like they planned out fighting. They used the Shaw Brothers Kung Fu movies of the 70s as inspiration, and they also used The Raid and The Raid Redemption as inspiration for planning out the actual punches, kicks, the fights. And you can tell because there's a lot of style, there's a lot of swagger to it. It is, in many ways, it is a martial arts movie that is respectful and accurate to the martial arts. We've all seen Batman Begins, right? Like, Batman's a freaking ninja. Like, Batman has martial arts skills. Like, he goes, right? Batman Begins, and he's got like the gauntlets, and they've got the spikes on them, and you use those. All that's represented here. There's a clip from this movie on YouTube that, if you're on the fence and you want to see kind of what I'm talking about, they've posted up a fight between Batman and Shredder, which is even, as cool as that sounds, it's even cooler. Because, like, well, I'm not going to get too into it because I don't want to spoil it. But they're like, you're like, is this going to happen? Oh, it's going to happen. Like, you're like, are they going to fight? There's no reason for them to fight. Oh, they're going to fight. And then the fight itself is so cool because you get basically two martial arts trained characters. It's not like, Batman's not a brawler in this movie. Batman has, like, all of the skills. And so every time they get a chance to display that, to showcase that, they do. So if you're a kid of the 80s, a kid of the 90s, there's so much to love here. It's really, you know, the Turtles have kind of moved on in the last few years to a different style, but this is really true to that Nickelodeon style as it was a few years ago when that show really blew up. And it also, this is, again, not a spoiler, I'm not going to get super specific, but if you loved the toys, the original Ninja Turtle toys, there's a couple of Easter eggs here that I think are just for us, right? Just to show us that the love behind this existed, that this movie was made by fans for fans, and they really get it. It's not like a cash-in. It's steeped in the stuff, man. It is steeped in the stuff. More of this, please. Whoever's listening, whoever's watching, more of this, please. So hopefully you guys are into this. Hopefully you dig it, and we'll go check it out. I give it my heartiest recommendation. I give it 2 thumbs up, 2 shells up, or 1 shell up and 1 I am the knight up. I don't know. That doesn't work. But 1 shell up and 1 battering up. There we go. That'll work. Guys, check it out and let me know what you think about it if you do check it out, because seriously, this is awesome. And I think it's kind of flown under the radar. This seriously could have been a theatrical release, and I would have been stoked. I kind of don't know why this did not get a theatrical release. It is like top tier animation. It is top tier talent behind the scenes. Like, it's directed like $1 million. Anyway, I'm rambling. Guys, check it out. It's super cool. I love it. I'm so happy to have it in my collection. So guys, thanks for hanging out, talking about some Batman, I am the knight, some Ninja Turtles, Cowabunga. What? I appreciate you guys. Take care, and until next time, I will catch you later.